The story of Versace is not just the tale of a luxury fashion brand, it is the saga of a visionary, an empire built from a single idea, and a symbol of elegance, excess, and tragedy. Founded by Gianni Versace in 1978, the brand quickly became one of the most recognized names in fashion, with its distinctive, bold designs and ability to blend high culture with street style. Versace's success story started long before the fashion house's founding, rooted in the humble beginnings of its creator, who grew up in Reggio Calabria in Italy. Born into a family with a mother who was a dressmaker and a father who was a farmer, Gianni's early life was steeped in the artistry of fabric, design, and craftsmanship. From a young age, he demonstrated a keen interest in design and fashion, something that would set the stage for his future in the industry. Gianni's passion for fashion ignited when he moved to Milan to study at the prestigious design schools, and his determination to succeed was clear. It wasn't long before he caught the attention of the fashion world with his unique approach. Unlike many of his contemporaries, who focused on restraint and minimalism, Versace embraced opulence, drama, and boldness. He sought to create fashion that made an impact, garments that were not just worn, but also experienced. In the early years of his career, Gianni worked as a freelance designer for several Italian fashion houses, including Jenny and Callahan. It was here that he began to develop his signature style, mixing classical references with modern materials and techniques, creating a visual language that was both timeless and innovative. But it was not until 1978, with the opening of his own fashion house in Milan, that Gianni Versace truly came into his own. His first collection, for both women and men, was met with immediate success, as the pieces were not only fashionable, but also deeply luxurious, combining ornate patterns, vibrant colors, and rich fabrics. Versace's bold designs were a departure from the muted tones and simplistic cuts that dominated the 1970s fashion scene, establishing him as a designer with a distinct voice. His passion for extravagance and decadence was evident in everything he created, and it didn't take long before celebrities, models, and socialites began flocking to his shows. What made Versace's work stand out even more was his ability to balance sensuality with sophistication. His designs often featured daring cuts and bold, provocative details, but they never felt vulgar. Instead, they exuded an effortless glamour that became his trademark. As the brand grew, so did its presence in the fashion world. Versace's designs graced the covers of countless magazines, and his name became synonymous with wealth, beauty, and style. But it wasn't just the clothing that captivated the world, it was the entire Versace experience. His runway shows became legendary, showcasing not only his creations, but also his vision for how fashion should be consumed. These shows were a spectacle, an event to attend, to witness, to be a part of. Versace's use of supermodels, many of whom became synonymous with the brand, such as Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, and Claudia Schiffer, helped elevate his brand to global superstardom. It was through these iconic figures that Versace's bold, fearless aesthetic became known worldwide. In addition to clothing, Versace ventured into other realms of luxury, including accessories, fragrances, and even home furnishings. The brand expanded rapidly, with boutiques opening in major cities like New York, Paris, and Tokyo. Versace's empire grew to encompass not just fashion, but also lifestyle. The Versace brand was no longer just about the clothing, it became a symbol of total luxury, with a distinctive aesthetic that spoke to those who lived and breathed the excesses of the 1980s and 1990 seconds. One of Versace's key innovations was his integration of pop culture into fashion. The designer was known for taking inspiration from music, art, and even politics. His designs were a reflection of the times, an ever-evolving collection of symbols, references, and statements. The use of bold prints, for example, was a direct nod to the Baroque style, while his love for ancient Greek and Roman art and mythology could be seen in his iconic Medusa head logo, which would become synonymous with the brand. Gianni Versace was more than just a designer, he was a cultural force. His influence stretched beyond fashion, impacting the worlds of music, art, and film. He was known to collaborate with musicians like Elton John and Madonna, both of whom wore his designs and became close friends. The connection between Versace and the entertainment industry was a key factor in the brand's meteoric rise. Celebrities wanted to wear Versace, and Versace wanted to dress them. His designs became synonymous with fame and glamour, and his pieces became a staple on red carpets worldwide. Yet, despite his success, Gianni Versace was not immune to the pressures of fame. Behind the scenes, his personal life was marked by tragedy and conflict, and the world would later discover the darker side of his rise to prominence. Versace's untimely death on July 15, 1997, at the age of 50, sent shockwaves through the fashion world. He was tragically murdered outside his Miami Beach mansion by serial killer Andrew Cunanan, who took the designer's life in a senseless act of violence. The fashion world lost not just a visionary, but also a beloved figure. Versace's death left a void in the fashion industry that would never truly be filled. His passing also marked a shift in the cultural landscape, with the 1990s fashion scene becoming less about the larger-than-life personalities of designers and more about the commercialism of the industry. In the wake of Gianni's death, his sister Donatella Versace, who had long been his close collaborator, took over as the creative director of the brand. Under her leadership, the brand has continued to thrive, though it has faced its own challenges in adapting to the rapidly changing fashion industry. Donatella's vision for Versace has been both the continuation of her brother's legacy and a modern reinvention of the brand. While her style is often more subdued than Gianni's flamboyance, it still retains the opulence and sensuality that made Versace such a cultural force. Donatella has also maintained the brand's status as a luxury powerhouse, introducing new collections that speak to both the past and the future of fashion. Over the years, Versace has continued to evolve, staying relevant to modern audiences while maintaining its roots in extravagance and glamour. The brand has embraced new technologies and creative processes, from digital shows to innovative collaborations with artists and musicians. Versace has also expanded its global reach, opening new boutiques and even expanding into new markets, such as China, where the appetite for luxury fashion has grown exponentially. Versace's role in the world of fashion has also shifted in response to the changing attitudes toward sustainability and social responsibility. While the brand is still associated with luxury, it has made efforts to become more transparent in its production processes and to explore more sustainable options in its collections. However, it is still the legacy of Gianni Versace that defines the brand. His designs continue to inspire new generations of designers, and his influence can be seen in the work of countless fashion houses. The Medusa logo remains a symbol of the power, beauty, and danger that Gianni infused into every piece he created. His work is timeless, and his legacy is one that will never be forgotten. Even today, Versace stands as a testament to his vision and empire built not just on clothing, but on an idea, an identity, and a way of life. In a world that has changed immeasurably since Gianni Versace's untimely death, his impact remains undeniable. The Versace name still evokes the same feelings of grandeur, sensuality, and luxury that it did decades ago. It has survived wars, economic downturns, and the changing tides of fashion. Versace is no longer just a fashion house, it is a cultural institution. As the brand enters a new era, it is impossible to ignore the fact that Versace, in all its opulence and excess, was never just about the clothes. It was about the persona, the allure, the drama. It was about creating something that would endure long after the last show had ended. Versace's legacy lives on, not just in the clothing that is worn, but in the hearts and minds of those who, like Gianni himself, seek to make an impact in the world. From humble beginnings in Calabria to the heights of global fashion, the story of Versace is a testament to the power of vision, creativity, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Gianni Versace's story is one of passion, creativity, and unyielding dedication to his craft, leaving an indelible mark on the fashion world. His legacy continues to inspire and shape the industry today. If you enjoyed this journey through the Versace story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating tales.